I need to get out, go to work for the day. I got a big job to head today, though. Okay, so, what I have been driving, this thing's sitting in the driveway. I've been driving it these past couple days recently because my truck is up at the shop getting fixed. It broke down on me the other day. I went out here to start it, to go to the store. It did nothing but crank, so I went and got a truck down from the shop and drug it up to the shop, and now they're working on getting it fixed. Probably just a glow plug or something, I don't know, but so while they've been fixing it, I've been driving one of the work trucks as a daily. Probably not. It works great. It's the gasser one. I've been driving it because it's better gas mileage than the diesels. Which actually I took it to the car wash and got it cleaned up, so I could daily it, not be driving around a dirty snowplow. That was a dirty snowplow truck. Now it's cleaned up and back for work again. And I left the shop door open. Crap. It should have got stolen. I don't think anyone steal anything from here. Let's pull up in here. Yeah, no one stole anything. What needs to happen today is we're moving businesses. I saw a piece of property up in Indiana, and I need to figure out what I'm taking, but I'll do that later, because I'm doing my final job I've got. The job, it's an old abandoned barn job I need to clean up. I got most of the equipment over there already. I did the truck, and as you see, it's off the trailer. I drove the tractor over there. I put on the beacon and drove the tractor. It's about 20 miles up in the mountains, but really the only thing I didn't get drove over there is a work truck and a trailer and a skidder, because there's rumors it was bought off auction. It's not my barn, it is someone else's barn. They want it cleaned up, but there's rumors that there's cars up in that barn. So I need to take a skid steer with a bucket, so I can, if they don't run, or if I can't get them to start up and run long enough to pull out of the barn, I'm going to have to drag them out with a skid steer and drag them over to the edge of the corner so I can get in there and actually tear up the floor of the barn and make a driveway go into it. Because what he wants to do, he wants it all tore up and the foundation out so he can tear down that old barn and build something nice up there, like a house or something. So, that barn's from like the 30s. But the last time anyone entered that barn was 1999, which was about 25 years ago, I want to say. Yeah, 25. 25 years ago was the last time that barn was entered. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to take the New Holland that I got back, and I'm going to take a little skid steer trailer over there. So, let's fire up the truck. We need to get drive. I already took everything else up there, because it was like 3 trips with an Uber back to the shop and then back to the shop. Now I need to get back in here and can reconnect. If I can pull around. So I gotta get this thing pulled, connected. We're gonna load up the New Holland. Start. But I gotta. About hitting everything. Crank the wheel. Get on my. Here we go. Now we're turning the truck in a 180. Possibly. Okay, here we go. Got it connected. Let's pull forward. We're gonna try if I can make this turn. Yep. Pull out into the driveway. Alright, let the truck run. We need to get the New Holland. They shop got this thing fixed, and now it's ready to go back out on the work field. We're going to use it instead of the Bobcat today. I could use the Bobcat, but that's got the stump grinder connected to it, and I don't feel like disconnecting it. This thing's more powerful and has already got a bucket on it. So and then we need to pull cars with it. So I got to use the more powerful thing. Alright, we'll load that up. We'll a couple straps down. Alright, let's get on the road up there. It's pretty far, there's a couple hills. I'm gonna try to take it slow as I'm hauling, because I gotta go up. There's some big downhills and there's some big uphills. So I gotta be careful when I'm driving. Okay. Ooh, this thing goes fast. I'm gonna take it slow. Now we just give it. Give it. Trying not to lose the skid steer back there because the straps really don't work that well. They're not like heavy duty straps. And then you're about to turn on the dirt road, so the speed will be a little bit more slow. So up there is where the barn is. And I have confirmed there is cars, which is why I'm bringing the skid steer. I've already been up here twice, and I took a couple peeks in the barn, and there is cars. There's a good 5, 6 of them. And they all look decent. All of them have keys other than one of them. So I can confirm as of 100%, I'm going to have to pull at least one of them out. Just pull up behind the tractor. That's all the equipment I'm going to need to do this job. So in this barn, I trying to get in for like a half hour, so I walked this way, and this door was unlocked, and I was uncovered by this. There's 6 cars in the barn, and there's 1 truck on the edge of the barn. Those 2 have keys, this one has keys. That's the 1 car that doesn't have keys, that blue truck. Not that blue truck, that blue truck. I'm gonna have to hook that up and drag it. This is maybe one of the most oddest ones ever. It did have, like say it doesn't have keys, but it also does have keys. This thing was their grain truck that got destroyed in a tornado. And this thing is the most redneck, rigged up truck I've ever seen. It's got the 3 on the tree, and it's got there's this little wire hanging down. I pull it up, there is a lawnmower key shoved into the ignition slot. Now that is supposed to turn on the electric, because if you flick it, I figured out, because I hooked the battery up to it to see what it did, it only turns on the electric, and it don't actually turn, because that's a literal lawnmower ignition. 4-wheeler ignition, I should say. There's a button here. You push that, it spins the motor over. It is the most rigged up redneck thing I've ever seen. And it's a grain truck, and it's got a 02 Ford Explorer blower. Yeah, this thing is like junk. But it drives, apparently, so I'm going to hope I can pull it out, because I don't know where really to hook up to it, because the bed's missing. Little family SUV. This thing doesn't have a key, either. But the window's down. I'm going to try to jump in the window, and I'm going to use the lawnmower key out of that thing if I can break it out, and I'm going to try to shove it in that ignition in hopes to get that thing to start, because I don't think the skid steer or the tractor can really pull that truck out. And probably the first thing to do is to probably start trying to get these cars out of this barn. That's going to be the first step. So, I'll probably start with this white truck, actually. So, I took my booster pack. This one's unlocked. It's got the key in the ignition, too. It's just took up a booster pack. Yeah, it's unlocked. We're in. It appears to be the last license for the road in 1990, I think. This is 1 or 4. Either last license in 91. I think it says 91. 1991 was the last time this truck drove on the road. It's a Chevy, you can tell by the rims. Let's get in it. Let's turn the key, the first slot. Horn works. Let's flip the door open, hopefully. I wanted to turn the door. Yeah, let's flip it that way. It's this. Let's flip the door open. The door does open and shut. I'm going to leave it. See if it starts. Come on. That's crazy. It started right up. Smoking, but it started right up. That's crazy. That's insane. Now I wonder if it drives. If this thing goes in the gear. Oh. Well, it started right back up. Uh-oh. Now it's not moving. Alright, we're not moving. Why do I hear fluid leaking? Uh-oh. Well, that's just nice. It's pouring transmission fluid out. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's pouring transmission. So this thing got a junk transmission. Well, that's just some crap. It starts right up and the transmission's junk. Got a huge leak in it. Alright. Let's drag it out of the barn. Over the trailer. Grab the skid steer. Just drag this thing out of the barn. Flip it into gear. These trees, I'm gonna worry about later. Alright, let's go in here and let's hook up a couple ratchets. So I'm gonna hook up a couple ratchets to this thing, and I'll be back when I've drugged this D20 out of its grave and out into the field. The barn. It creaked, and I think the drive shaft fell out. I'm not dead. Yep, this thing is junk. That sucks though, because that was a really good motor. I mean, it fired right up, and it just it died. So that thing's junk, unless the dude wants to put a whole new drive shaft and transmission in it, then it'll run again. If it was me, I'd take the motor out and throw it in like a buggy or something, but that's not my decision. I'm just here to get these cars out of the barn, but that's what the D20 looks like in the sun. Next up, I'm going to probably drag that blue truck out so I can have the whole area. So it's hop back in the New Holland. I'm really hoping. That blue truck ain't got no keys. And it's locked. So I can't do anything but drag this one out. Alright, so now I'm going to drag this blue truck out of the barn. Actually, I wonder if is that a barn door? I wonder if it'd opens from the inside. Why don't I just push it out of the barn? Hopefully it's gonna drag, but I'm wondering. Oh, it moves to neutral. I'm just gonna push it straight out of the barn. Let it roll. Hey, I got it out of the barn. Because I didn't realize that was a barn door right there. I had to drag the other one out the back because this was blocking the barn door. But I didn't realize this was a barn door. And I literally just push this truck straight out of the barn with the skid steer. I didn't think it'd be that easy. I really just pushed it right out. That was saved me a lot of hassle. But the tailgate's probably ruined now. Oh well, it ain't got a key, it's locked. The only way you're getting in is if you break a window and hotwire it. Why don't we drag out this white SUV next? Now this one does have a key. I'm gonna take my booster. Oh, it's unlocked too. This one's unlocked. Hey, what if the other one? We can get inside like that. Nah, this one. This one's got lock. That one has working locks. This thing ain't got working locks. Let's get in it. Okay. I've got a key. Somebody have keys. Oh, you're joking. It's got another lawnmower key shoved in the ignition. Oh, come on. Hey, this one's actually a lawnmower key this time. Let's put a battery. Climb in it. Alright. Lawnmower key, start. Whoa. Okay, that sparked. Alright, I got gloves on, right? Okay, let me get gloves out of the truck. That thing was sparking. I didn't think that thing would spark. I flicked the key. And I put on those gloves. That way I can't get burned. It started just sparking when I flicked it. Okay. Uh-oh. Fight would start. So apparently it fired right up, but it took 2 attempts because the first time it just shot out fire. And alright, let's. Uh-oh, I don't know how this thing's gonna. And the drive shaft broke. Crap. Yeah. Alright, let's get in the skid steer. I'm just gonna drag this thing out of the barn just like I did the other one. Man, I don't think these cars aren't gonna run now. I've had to drag 3 of them out. I've had to drag the D20 because of the junk transmission. I'm having to drag this old Vandera van because of the the drive shaft broke on this one. And now I also had to push the 250. I was already planning on that one. Alright, I guess I'm gonna strap this to the top of the van and I'm gonna pull this thing out and get it out there into the field. Okay, I got the van, or whatever this thing is, drug out. And this thing probably belongs in the crusher. It's already rigged up with a lawnmower key, but that's not my decision. Next up, let's try to get this one. Alright, let's hook this up. I'm on the lawnmower battery, or whatever. Got up with the booster. Let me actually get in it real quick. Yeah, it has a key with a wire dangling, just like the last one. And this one's actually got a button, so maybe it won't. Okay, let's turn the key into the on position. 4-wheeler key. Electric came on. Push the button. That's what you call a real truck. It just started right up. That's what you call a real truck. Now that's a real man's truck. It's an old redneck truck that never had a shot at life, and it just starts right up. I bet you money this thing drives too. Alright, went into reverse. Okay, it hasn't blown the drive shaft out. The speedometer does not work. It drives. It drives. Hey, this will be the first truck I actually get to pull out of the barn if I can get it out, because it runs and drives. Speedometer's junk. It isn't working. we're gonna pull it out this way. Let's actually drive it around there. Rub it in that this one actually drives. Yeah. That just drove straight out of the barn. Holy crap. So that's a running truck. Matt probably could put a bed on it and use like a farm truck. The other two are more collective item type stuff. This thing, let's actually get this one out first. It's a 70s, looks to be 1975, according to the VIN number there. Ford F100 with a V302 in it, according to what that motor looks like, and said to be. Pretty much complete. Let's open the door, get in it, hook up a booster pack, just see if it spins. It is, yeah, this one's actually got a key and actually has a working ignition. Yeah, this one's actually got a working ignition. Second crank. That's what you call a Ford. That's what you call a Ford. Second crank. Hold it shut. There we go. Let's see if it drives. It's got the 3 on the tree. Shifts. It shifts. It's hard to shift, but it does shift. Now this is more collective. Like something's in good shape. It's got a working ignition, working radio. Yeah, the radio does work. So this thing's... Yeah, the radio works. This is like nicer than the other one. The other one's pretty beat up. I think the other one should drive too and run, but let's pull that one out. So, 2 run, 2 have got blown transmissions, and 1 I have no idea because it does not have a key. I think this one was bought at a junkyard or something, so it does not have a key. And it looks like it's been in that barn the longest. So, one more truck before we can finally get tearing this barn up. Actually, I know I got 2 more trucks, so I gotta get that thing out. This one, this old Chevy appears to be. This one's got a manual. Stick to the floor, hook up a booster, close the hood, flip the key. No on the first. Okay, let's choke it about quarter way. Okay, nothing. Let's pull about half. Oh, we got close. Alright, one more go. Let's put the choke in. There it goes. It runs. Oh, it's got no exhaust. Someone cut the exhaust off. It's got the straight 6 in it. Inline 6, I should say. See if it goes in gear. It does go into gear. And it does drive. It's got the standard transmission too. So that's 3 runners, 3 that don't run. And I'm a little bit positive the other one might run. That's 3 that ran. So those 3 could probably be salvaged, the others probably not. Now we're gonna see which one wins. I'm gonna actually steal the 4-wheeler key. That thing just pulled right out. Rat just went dead. But I did get the key for the lawnmower. Hang on. Actually. Hey, it opens right up. Well, the door works. Well, I still want a T-top in the window anyway. Just for fun. Climbing. And the door works. Alright. Let's shove the lawnmower key in the ignition. Looks like it came out of a Craftsman. Alright, it went in. Electric works. I hooked up a couple booster packs. Gave a couple pumps for good luck. There it went. It's got a side pipe. This appeared to be their grain truck, like main grain semi truck kind of. But I think that took the key. It's got the standard, and it does go into gear and drive. So this thing does work. So that should be all the cars removed. And then the door's now unlocked. Now, with the cars gone, we can start tearing the barn apart. What needs to happen is I need to get the plow off the tractor, and we need to start. Actually, first we need to actually get the truck moved. Put the backup camera on. I got kind of. Actually, first we need to get some trees tore out. So I need to get a chainsaw and I need to cut down these 2 trees. So I'll be back when I've cut down these 2 trees. I got them both chopped out. This one just kind of I pulled out already, but this one I got chopped down, and the stump's still here. I got an axe out and chop, but this stump's more solid, so I'm gonna have to get my stump grinder up here. I'll probably come back up here later because I can plow around this, but this tree we need to push out of the way with the tractor. Let's fire up the tractor. I'm gonna move this tree. The stump ain't gonna go nowhere because I ain't gonna get that moved. Eventually I'll come back up here with my bobcat, probably a little later. We'll leave the tree. I'll think out my drone. Alright, now we need to plow a straight entrance way, because he wants it gravelled. That's why the dump truck's here. I'll get a stump grinder and a skid steer up here in a little bit. I just gotta make a trip back down there. I ain't gonna do it right now, but after I get this probably all gravelled. And I'm probably only gonna gravel this on camera, well, on this GoPro, because I don't know how much batteries I got left. I think after this GoPro is dead, after this GoPro dies, I'm out of battery, which I should have just enough to get it gravelled. Then after that, I'll probably make a trip back to the shop to pick up the I'm really trying to make him a driveway in here, so you got to get a driveway made. Plow this out, which kind of, I don't know, I can drive over the stump, but the stump I gotta get off of this property, but I can drive over the stump, right? I almost got stuck. I think we got the majority of it plowed out. Now I need to get gravel poured. So what I need to do, lift up this plow, I'm gonna back it up, I'm gonna start pouring gravel in. I'm gonna try to pour gravel over some of the grass, so I'm gonna go grab the skid steer, and I'm gonna start pouring gravel in this little area, and I'm gonna Try to cut so I can conserve some camera battery. So, but I had enough gravel that I poured a little bit out here, and then I used a skid steer. I poured around the stump and a little bit under the tree. I also had enough gravel, and this was mostly mulched. Like, this was a mulch in here. Like, leaves and crap like that. So it was already kind of plowed up. I just really kind of was easy to turn it with a skid steer a little bit, so I came in here and turned it with the skid steer, poured the leftover gravel, and was able, because he told me, he plans to just paint this barn. Place a couple of patches, like that wood there, put a couple pieces of new wood in it, and paint the barn a nice, like, red. Plans to just, like, leave the carport. He wants to paint everything like a red and fix the barn. Because he owns this field out here, too. He wants to store some farm equipment in this old barn. Like, fix some of this, like some of the wood paneling along here. Redo a whole side of it. But he wants it all graveled, so that's out of his way. So, that's now done. Alright, I'm going to get running back to the shop and the TLX, or the Nissan, to get the other skid steer, or to get the stump grinder off the other skid steer, and I'm just gonna hook it up to the skid steer, and I'm gonna go get that, and I need to go get more chainsaw fuel, because the chainsaw is out of gas, and I need to get this tree chopped up and thrown in the back of the dump truck, so I can go take it to the dump, or really the sawmill. So I can go take it to the sawmill and give it to them. That's probably my plan.